It's lights out and away we go. Good start from Vettel, good start from Raikkonen. Vettel does cut across to block out his teammate. Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Ricciardo on the inside is cut out by Verstappen, and Hulkenberg is trying to get past Ricciardo round the outside at turn 1. They've all avoided the usual chaos through the first couple of corners. Sebastian Vettel out in front ahead of Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Raikkonen. Force India running a little bit wide there, kicking up a little bit of dirt, but they're all through and onto the hairpin.
So with Vettel squeezing Raikkonen, he had to lift out on the way into turn 1 and has put Raikkonen down the field. Hamilton similarly got out of position, so it's Verstappen that's up into 3rd place.
See you later, son. Alright, don't get greedy now, mate. That's good, settle down.
Verstappen 3rd, Raikkonen 4th. Hamilton tried to dive down the inside. Raikkonen blocked him off there. Hamilton is looking to get on with this and make up for the opening few corners that seem to have cost him. Here comes Valtteri Bottas.
This is going to be so close.
This is very tight indeed. Sebastian Vettel comes out. Bottas gets past Sebastian Vettel. The undercut has worked for Mercedes. Bottas ahead of the man that was leading this race. Into turn 1 we go. Bottas round the outside on Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas will now have the inside line if he can just hang on there.
Nice
into turn
job.
3. Very nice indeed, but he hasn't got it completed just yet. Kimi Raikkonen going wide. Sebastian Vettel slots behind his teammate now as Valtteri Bottas takes the lead in the Chinese Grand Prix. For one half moment, Raikkonen tried to dive down the inside. That didn't work for him. Worked for Sebastian Vettel, who now makes up a place on Kimi and moves into 2nd. And there's a yellow flag as the two Toro Rossos have got very close together, down at the hairpin. Right, so the Sauber goes through. Hartley ahead of Gasly. Gasly gets very, very close, and Hartley was in the way as Gasly couldn't slow the car down in time.
What? Okay, close the door!
Yeah, I think we need a safety car. There's too many debris.
And a safety car is exactly what they have got, which I wonder if means people are going to dive into the pits, and one of the Red Bulls has dived into the pits. It's Max Verstappen.
Yeah, right in front of me, so he's going to put the soft tyres on, and this is a gift for anybody who was worried about getting to the end on those white striped medium
And it's
tyres.
a double stack for Red Bull, because in comes Ricciardo as well. At Mercedes and Ferrari, they didn't have the time to react.
The safety car came out at the wrong time for them. They couldn't get in the pits, some of them.
We are green, we are racing again, and we end lap 35 with Valtteri Bottas in the lead from Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Going wide is Kevin Magnussen. Nico Hulkenberg picks him off out of that final corner. Max Verstappen holds off Kimi Raikkonen, and behind here Fernando Alonso and Romain Grosjean going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Fernando Alonso stays ahead of Romain Grosjean. There's Carlos Sainz getting in on the action as well. It was a big moment for Fernando Alonso there. Sainz now puts Grosjean under pressure. Stoffel Van Dorn under pressure from Esteban Ocon in the Force India. Fresher tyres for Ocon there, and his teammate Sergio Perez has Lance Stroll behind him after picking off the Williams at the safety car. Restart, and the two Force Indias very, very nearly come together in the hairpin at turn 6. Here goes Ricciardo now. Maybe he doesn't need DRS. He's got past Raikkonen. Can he make it stick into the hairpin? There he goes again. Daniel Ricciardo late braking, gets past Kimi Raikkonen as Verstappen has a look at Lewis Hamilton. Well, they're very nearly. They touch again. Verstappen, in his eagerness to get past Lewis Hamilton, has lost out to his teammate Daniel Ricciardo. He runs off the road. Should Verstappen just have bided his time a little bit there? Gaining down that back straight. Ricciardo goes for it from a long way back. This would be sensational if he makes it. And do you know what? He has made it.
He's a racing burglar, isn't he, Ricciardo? He's always stealing races. Can he steal this one?
And down the inside goes Max Verstappen on Lewis Hamilton. He's been caught by a Red Bull again, and he didn't have the grip to defend. And Verstappen, after running wide 3 laps ago, has caught the Mercedes and now passed him. Hamilton down into 5th, Verstappen up to 4th. He's going, and Sebastian Vettel is gone. Daniel Ricciardo is up into 2nd place, and that one was the easier move. Verstappen on the inside of Vettel, they have touched!
Max.
That was inevitable from the moment Verstappen decided to go for it. Kimi Raikkonen has managed to scoot past Lewis Hamilton by the looks of it, but Sebastian Vettel hit by Max Verstappen.
You locked up and then just turned in very sharp.
I don't think I need to say anything here.
And the Ferrari under pressure, Vettel under pressure from the Renault. He's going to have to cover that off against Hülkenberg. Otherwise, he's going to lose the place, and he does lose the place to Hülkenberg. The World Championship leader struggling for grip.
Here we go. Bottas covers it off, but he can't cover it off totally. Ricciardo somehow finds a gap there, and Valtteri Bottas gave him enough respect and enough room, and he squeezed through Daniel Ricciardo to take the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix.
Go on. Get it, girl. Get it. Woo!
So Verstappen has 10-second penalty to be added at the end of the race. I'll keep you posted on gap.
Was worth it then.
Max Verstappen has now got past Lewis Hamilton. He's got a 10-second penalty still coming his way, but now he's got some clean air to try and build a gap. Alonso is ahead of the Ferrari, and Alonso is up into 7th place. Sebastian Vettel has lost out once again. He locks up going into the hairpin.
Going to swap underneath him and then just run him clean out of road.
You can't just run me off the track like that. It was intentional.
Daniel Ricciardo retired from 4 of the last 6 races. He had a turbo failure in practice. He very nearly missed out on qualifying. He has made every single opportunity that's come his way today. Ricciardo wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Behind him, Bottas makes it home to 2nd place, ahead of Kimi Räikkönen, with Max Verstappen finishing in 4th place. Sebastian Vettel was leading this race. He's going to come home to finish in 8th place. Alonso ahead of him, Hülkenberg in 6th. Lewis Hamilton will finish 4th because Max Verstappen takes a 10-second penalty, and that 10 seconds drops him behind Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, boys. Nice job, mate. Amazing job, mate. That was absolutely clinical moves.